This video is an excerpt from a video I did previously decoding the Dark Knight movie. So if you haven't seen that, click on this video to check it out, or I'll put a link in the description.
Tell you nothing. That wise to your act. You got rules. The Joker, he's got no rules. Nobody's gonna cross him for you. You want this guy, you got one way. But you already know what that is. Just take off that mask. Let him come find you. How you gonna let a couple more people get killed while you make up your mind?
So I'm fairly certain from this point out, the rest of the movie is in the future, or is scheduled to happen around, currently this time. So early to 2021, late 2020. So yeah, I just want to reference here a finding from Rambo of Gematria Effect News about the Great Conjunction, which happens every 20 years between Saturn and Jupiter, and a pattern that has to do with US presidencies and deaths in office, as well as assassination attempts while in office. So yeah, since 1840, this rule has not been broken, and it only excludes one president who died on a non-conjunction year. And the only ones that didn't die were Ronald Reagan and George W. Bush in 1980 through 2000. So that kind of 20 years was peaceful. Wasn't really much going on in terms of chaos events. So that's kind of a justification as to why Reagan and Bush still went with the trend. So they had assassination attempt but didn't actually die, because the chaos events, obviously, as we know, started 2001. Now this links to a potential future event, which is represented in the Dark Knight movie by the calling of the death for the mayor in the newspaper. And who was the last president elected on a conjunction year? Joe Biden. So yeah, Jim Gordon, who represents Joe Biden, did actually die in this scene, and the newspapers, well, he actually faked his death in the scene, but the newspaper, which was a date in the future written by the Joker, or doctored by the Joker, also has something very interesting about it. So let's let this scene play out, and just so you know, this sequence comes in the 56th minute of the movie, what has been the most important number of 2020 and the coronavirus pandemic, and many, many things to come, I assume. So yeah, let's get into it.
Check the names.
Richard Dent. Patrick Harvey.
Harvey Dent.
Whatever you're gonna do it fast. Because we found his next target. He's put it in tomorrow's paper.
Alright, if you've been skeptical up to now, and you're seeing this and you still don't believe what I'm telling you is legit, you still don't believe that they show us things, and you still don't believe that this is what's happening, that they literally show you on the fucking everywhere what's going to happen in advance, then you're a lost cause. Just click off the video. There's no other word for you than retarded, because how many things in this movie do you want to boil down to coincidence? C19. Are you fucking serious, dude? C19 on the 56th minute of the movie. Unbelievable. Let's continue. I'm fucking sick.
Did you reassign R&D?
Yeah. Government telecommunications project.
I want to know where we headed to government contracts.
Lucius, I'm playing this one pretty close to the chest.
Fair enough.
With no word from the Batman, even as they mourn Commissioner Loeb, these cops have to be wondering if the Joker will make good on his threat in the obituary column of the Gotham Times to kill the mayor.
checked all the databases. There are 4 possibles. Cross-reference the addresses. Look for Parkside, overlooking the parade.
I got one. Melvin White, 1502 Randolph Apartments. Aggravated assault. Moved to Arkham twice.
It's part of the 811 ritual. So 152 is the number. 1 plus 5 plus 2 is 8. And then AA is 11. Arkham twice and aggravated assault. AA. There you go. So yeah, that's part of the 811 ritual. Easy.
What do you got on the roof?
We're tight, but frankly, there's a lot of windows up here.
Commissioner Loeb dedicated his life to law enforcement and to the protection of his community. I remember when I first took office, and I asked him if he wanted to stay on as commissioner, and he said he would, provided I kept my politics out of it all. Clearly, he was not a man who minced words, nor should he have been. A number of policies that he enacted as commissioner were unpopular, policies that flooded my office with angry calls and letters. We must remember that vigilance is the price of safety.
Stand by. Honor, guard, attention. Who? Port. Port. Ready? Aim. Fire. Ready? Aim.
Alright, so that might be predictive programming for Joe Biden's death, but when you watch the movie in completion, you know that Jim Gordon, who represents Joe Biden, I think, actually faked his death. So there's that. Also, the following sequence is very important if you've been following Bruco's Simpsons Decoding, and I'm going to add a bit more light to the whole attack starts video, attack starts idea that I explored in my previous video, our future presentation.
Get out of here. Tell me what you know about the Joker.
How insane is that? We have the exact same frame from The Simpsons and Batman showing a car ignition. Now, why do they show a car ignition or an ignition key or that golden key in both films? And why did they encode the message, which I'll put up here, of attack starts in that specific frame? Well, I believe it's because of the gematria. Car ignition 119 65 70. Ignition 119 47. References to the next 911 119, to the 47, to the 65 and the 56. And where are they in the Batman? They're in an ambulance. Hasn't COVID been all about hospitals, healthcare workers, ambulances? The attack starts 10/18/2019. The attack started. And for that hi-fi part, we'll get into hi-fi. I'm pretty sure I've already covered that a little bit in this video, but we still haven't seen the end game yet. But yeah, this frame like is so validating, because I know what I'm talking about is genuine, and with the help of people like Bruco, we can start to uncover a lot more than meets the eye with these movies. And what's just as important as this is that Harvey Dent, aka Donald Trump, is, turning the key on this ignition. So, starting this next 9/11. And yeah, just check out the next scene where Jim Gordon's wife, aka Joe Biden's wife, maybe Jill Biden, I don't know, but she is screaming, "You brought this on us, you did," and Batman's in the corner, symbolizing that people are blaming the bat or COVID for this event, or this whatever happens. It's COVID. It's the bat, the fruit bat, that brought this on us. But did it really? Well, that's for your discretion.
You brought this craziness on us! You did! You brought this on us!
Switch it off. He ain't coming.
People are dying, Alfred. What would you have me do?
Endure, Master Wayne. Take it. They'll hate you for it, but that's the point of Batman. He can be the outcast. He can make the choice that no one else can make. The right choice.
Today I found out what Batman can't do. He can't endure this. Today you get to say I told you so.
Today, I don't want to.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming. I've called this press conference for two reasons. Firstly, to assure the citizens of Gotham that everything that can be done over the Joker killings is being done. Secondly, because the Batman has offered to turn himself in. But first, let's consider the situation. Should we give in to this terrorist's demands? Do we really think that he's gonna...
rather protect an outlaw vigilante than the lives of citizens?
The Batman is an outlaw. But that's not why we're demanding he turn himself in. We're doing it because we're scared. We've been happy to let the Batman clean up our streets for us until now.
Things are worse than ever.
Yes, they are. The night is darkest just before the dawn. And I promise you, the dawn is coming. One day, the Batman will have to answer for the laws he's broken. But to us, not to this madman.
No more dead cops! Turn himself in! Give us...
So be it. Take the Batman into custody. I am the Batman.